Death of Li Keqiang. Episode 1. October 27, 2023, 8 hours 19 minutes and 55 seconds, Xinhua News. Comrade Li Keqiang, member of the Standing Committee of the Political Bureau of the 17th, 18th, and 19th Central Committees of the Communist Party of China, and former Premier of the State Council, rested in Shanghai recently. On October 26, 2023, due to a sudden heart attack, despite all efforts to save him, he passed away at 0:10 on October 27 in Shanghai at the age of 68. At first glance, it seems that the word rest in this announcement is unusual. Although there is no grammatical error, it does not fit in with Chinese common language habits. It's just like when Chinese people learn English, the teacher sometimes says, "This is Chinglish, native speakers don't speak like this." In China, no one would talk about going to a faraway place to rest. It means to pause work, study, or an activity for a little while to restore energy before continuing. Commonly used expressions include rest at home, take a break after getting off work or on weekends, take a rest in the office, lunch break, rest occasionally during doing sport, etc. Li Keqiang had retired. In another city far away from home, it is very unreasonable to use the word rest. Secondly, why is it in Shanghai? Why did he take a break in Shanghai? Li's family is not in Shanghai, and he had never worked in Shanghai before. There are reports that officials go to Beidai River, Guangzhou, and Hainan Island for recuperation or vacation, but never reports that officials go to Shanghai for recuperation or vacation. There must be something wrong. What's the problem? This is actually a word game that wants to cover up a certain fact. Its essence is to act like a hooligan. Someone locks you in the room and then says you are arrested there. This news immediately reminded me of Li's visiting video to Dunhuang 2 months ago. I suspected that Li's remarks in Dunhuang might have angered Xi Jinping, because 3 months ago, Li's public statement in his resignation speech, "Man works while heaven watches," had already made me feel uneasy. If he was in office, she would not find it convenient to deal with him. But now that Li had stepped down, it would be easy for Xi to deal with him. The current General Secretary of the Communist Party of China is no different from the emperors in China's past history, at least in terms of power. Their words carry immense weight, perhaps even more than ever, because they are backed by modern high-tech surveillance methods. Moreover, Dunhuang at that time was a place where Li's remarks could easily go awry. Why do I say so? This needs to be explained from several aspects: heaven, earth, people, and timing. First, heaven, or the background environment. On August 19, 2019, she visited Dunhuang and gave a speech titled Speech at Dunhuang Symposium. With his speech at the Beijing Forum on Literature and Art on October 15, 2014, are similar to that of Mao Zedong's 1942 masterpiece speech at the Yan'an Forum on Literature and Art. Xi's 2 speeches are carefully prepared, hoping to leave a lasting legacy for generations to come. On September 22, 2020, she said at a symposium of expert representatives in the field of education, culture, health, and sports, "I was also prepared to study archaeology, but later I failed." In fact, she was not really interested in archaeology when he was assigned to study at Peking University, majoring in organic synthesis in the Department of Chemical Engineering. He didn't even finish the first year of junior high school. How could he possibly understand organic synthesis? According to Xi's ex-wife Corinne, he has to copy other people's answers in open book exams. So, he wanted to go to archaeology major that might not require a foundation in mathematics, physics, and chemistry. But in the end, he didn't change it for some unknown reason. It is precisely because of this that Xi, who has wanted to make a big difference in the officialdom from the beginning. Lack of education has always been his biggest worry. By Kulingling. from one or two sentences she occasionally pops up in classical Chinese, we can infer that he has read some classics on Chinese studies. He copied one sentence here and there in order to quote a few obscure classical Chinese sentences in his speeches or articles to show off his knowledge in Chinese studies. As Ke once said, "She is not a person who reads books, he is superficial." Speaking of Li, a few years ago there was a video of him visiting the National Museum, during which he had a few conversations with museum staff. His knowledge of traditional Chinese culture is quite good, not for the sake of showing off, but out of genuine interest. Later, his university classmates recalled, Li is someone who memorized English words while walking. He is diligent and hardworking, with a strong thirst for knowledge, and indeed a very typical Chinese scholar. The difference between Li and She is, one is a genuine scholar, the other is a fake one. Second, Earth, referring to the products on this land, that is, Dunhuang studies. Dunhuang studies refer to a discipline that focuses on Dunhuang art, theoretical studies, as well as Dunhuang's historical and geographical research. It encompasses various aspects of Dunhuang, such as theoretical studies, the historical studies, manuscripts, cave art, its interactions with the West, murals, music, dance, and Dunhuang calendrical systems. It is a comprehensive discipline that involves researching, excavating, compiling, and protecting cultural relics and documents in the Dunhuang region of China. Domestic scholars regard Dunhuang as the tragic history of our country's academic achievements. The master of Chinese studies, Li Keqiang, once said, "There are only 4 cultural systems in the world with long histories, vast territories, self-contained systems, and far-reaching influence: China, India, Greece, and Islam. There is no fifth, and the only place where these 4 cultural systems converge is in China's Dunhuang and Xinjiang regions, with no second." Mr. Ji also proposed the slogan Dunhuang in China, Dunhuang studies in the world. Therefore, leaders attach great importance to Dunhuang studies. Welcome to continuing watching the next episode, episode 2. In the next episode, I will analyze from the other 2 perspectives, people and timing.